Let's be honest, it feels like we can't ever find common ground, can we? It seems there's always some kind of trouble brewing, especially when it comes to passionate fan communities. And right now, the conversation is buzzing again around one of the biggest stars in the world, Lisa. The drama kicked off again after her incredible performance at the Victoria's Secret event, a show where she was so radiant she practically owned the stage. But as always, the moment she shines, the critics are quick to find something to nitpick. This time, the hot topic is lip syncing. Why did she have to lip sync? They ask, bringing up comparisons to other groups and artists. Some news outlets even picked up the story, fanning the flames. It feels like we have to go through this every time, so let's just break it down once and for all. First, let's address the core complaint. People get stuck in a catch-22. If an artist's live vocals are a little shaky because they're performing intense choreography, they get criticized for not being a good singer. But if the sound is absolutely perfect and crystal clear, they're immediately accused of lip syncing. It's a no-win situation. An artist can feel like they're walking on eggshells, unable to do anything right in some people's eyes. But here's the crucial piece of context everyone seems to forget. The Victoria's Secret show is not a concert, it's a high-production fashion spectacle. It's a symphony of lights, sound, fashion, and performance art. The music is there to support the overall vision, not to be a standalone vocal showcase. Expecting a traditional live concert experience is like going to a ballet and complaining that the dancers didn't recite poetry. Think about the sheer physicality of what she was doing. She wasn't just standing there with a microphone, she was executing complex choreography, navigating a runway full of models, and wearing an elaborate outfit with massive wings. Those wings aren't just pretty accessories, they're heavy and cumbersome. To sing live with perfect pitch and breath control while carrying that weight and dancing with such energy, to do that without your voice shaking even a little, that's not just difficult, it's practically superhuman. If she wasn't panting, you'd have to wonder if she was a machine. Furthermore, using a backing track or a pre-recorded vocal is standard practice for major televised world-class events like this. It's a form of quality control. It ensures that technical difficulties like a microphone cutting out or sound interference don't ruin a multi-million-dollar production. It's about delivering a flawless, polished, and perfect show for the millions watching at home. It isn't cheating the audience, it's respecting them enough to guarantee a seamless experience. So when people complain that her mouth didn't perfectly match the audio they saw on a lagging YouTube stream, it just misses the entire point. Lip syncing at a show like this isn't a scandal, it's a professional choice made to enhance the spectacle. But honestly, the debate about lip syncing is a distraction from the much bigger and more important story here. Lisa's performance at that Victoria's Secret show was a groundbreaking cultural moment. To understand why, you have to look at where the brand was before she arrived. For years, Victoria's Secret had been facing a storm of criticism. Sales were down and the brand was seen as outdated, struggling with a severe lack of diversity and promoting a narrow, exclusive beauty standard. It was losing its relevance. They needed a change. They needed a rebirth. And who did they choose to be a central part of that rebranding? Lisa. She was the first female Asian artist to grace their stage. This wasn't just a random booking, it was a strategic, powerful statement. By inviting Lisa, Victoria's Secret was signaling to the world that it was ready to embrace a more global, diverse, and modern identity. They were tapping into the immense power and influence of the Asian market and K-pop's global fandom. Lisa didn't just perform, she paved the way. She walked onto that stage and carried the weight of being the first, facing intense scrutiny over everything from her performance to her outfit. She absorbed the criticism so that others who came after her would have an easier path, and it worked. The very next year, Victoria's Secret invited another K-pop group twice to perform. Lisa had proven the concept. She kicked the door open, showing the immense value and market power that Asian artists bring to the global stage. Her impact was immediate and undeniable. The show went viral. The #Victoria's Secret hashtag trended in over 20 countries. The brand's engagement rates shot through the roof. Lisa didn't just walk their runway, she single-handedly helped put the brand back on the map, sparking a global conversation and reigniting interest. She laid down a beautiful, solid red carpet for the next generation of Asian artists to walk on. This is what we call the Lisa effect. Every brand she touches, from Celine to Bulgari, sees its sales and social media engagement soar into the stratosphere. She has a Midas touch, turning everything she's associated with into gold. She brings an image of confidence, female empowerment, and international cool that is 100% authentic. So when we talk about Lisa's performance, let's talk about the right things. Let's talk about how a young woman from Thailand became a global icon who is shifting culture. She is creating a space for Asian artists to be seen and celebrated on the world's biggest stages. Her performance wasn't just a song and dance, it was a declaration that changed the industry. She made millions of people around the world tune into a fashion show that they might have otherwise ignored. That is true power. Whether she was lip-syncing or singing live, the work she put in was 100 times harder than typing a critical comment online. She represents a new era, proving that talent, hard work, and charisma can break down any barrier. This is the real story. This is Lisa.